Hey guys, welcome back to Coley's World, and today we'll be talking about a topic that I think is quite important to discuss and at least to have some advice on if you're in this situation. And so we will be talking about homesickness and ways you can actually deal with this if you're going through it, and maybe if you're like planning to go somewhere for a few months and you happen to fall homesick, I think this could help you. And to begin with, a bit of a backstory. So I am actually from Zimbabwe and I moved away from home when I was 18 and I'm now 24, so I've been away from home for about 5 years. Well, a bit more than 5, but 5 years. And so I think over the years I've experienced my fair share of homesickness, so I know like what works for me, and I'm pretty sure at least one of these points would work for someone else, because we're all human beings at the end of the day, right? And let's begin with point number 1. And this point is quite important, guys. So basically, since I've been away for like 5 years, I have been going back to visit like every year, I would say. Like it's been 2 years so far, but I'm sure I'll go and visit soon, hopefully, because of the whole, lockdown stuff. But anyways, so I think this can actually really be useful. So step number 1, be kind to yourself. And when I mean be kind to yourself, it's basically like when you're actually going through the whole homesickness, like you're obviously really sad and stuff, and that's like when you least want to, do the things that will actually help. So my first point would be probably just do the things that make you happy, and just try and at least have a few minutes of happiness in the day. I mean, even if you're not happy for the whole day, just try and do something you like. I enjoy painting, so I like to paint, and that already like makes the 30 minutes of the day better, and you always have a finished product at the end, depending on what you like. So if you're creative and you create stuff, then at the end of the day, at least you have something, right, to show for your creative moments. So yeah, 1, be kind to yourself. Maybe try exercising, that helps, like to boost the serotonin. I mean, to be honest, with homesickness, I think it's a bit different from just feeling sad, because in general, like you know what the solution would be. So you know that if you went home, you would feel like okay, right? But obviously you can't, so just try and be kind to yourself, or make yourself feel at least a bit happier throughout the day, or the days, or even weeks that this lasts, depending on how long you've been away from home, I think. And point number 2, and I think this is mainly like if you first moved to the place, so explore your new home or surroundings. And I first moved to the UK and I was there for a year, and then I moved to the Netherlands and I've been here for 4 years. So if you've been in a place for a longer time, I would say try visiting different cities. That usually helps. If you actually visit another town or village, whatever they have where you are, like just try and go to a different place, because that'll probably give you a different perspective on everything, and it will also distract you and you'll be okay. So just explore your new home if like it's your first or second year there, and everything's still like quite new and shocking and all of that. Just explore your new home at first. And I know it's really hard, like especially when you just moved somewhere to then like start putting yourself out there, because all you're probably craving is like what's familiar to you. But just try your best, guys, like even if it's just a walk outside. Because I remember when I first moved both to the UK and the Netherlands, like even if it's just a walk like down a few streets, like I would get nervous that I'll get lost, and obviously I did, but in getting lost I then found my way back, and then I now knew that part of the city, and yeah, just explore. Explore. And then number 3, I would say, would be try to, I wouldn't say necessarily change your mindset, because that's really hard to do, but try to think about your situation in a different way, right? So obviously, if you're homesick, I wouldn't say like just act like you're not homesick, but obviously be homesick, be sad for those moments when you're sad, but then obviously if it's going over a few days, then maybe try and switch it up and get yourself out of it, because that can, well, take a downturn and you can get really sad and stuff. So mentally, what I like to do, and this is, well, just in general, like even if you're feeling sad, or just like a life tip would be like a gratitude journal, and this is just writing down everything you're grateful for, like within that day. And these can be, you can begin with 5 things only, like just 5 things you're grateful to have. So for example, you can start with the like very basic but yet essential ones, like I'm grateful to be alive another day. I'm grateful to be breathing right now. I'm grateful to be healthy. I'm grateful for my 2 legs. I'm grateful for sight. You know, just start with the things that you take for granted because you don't notice them, right? Because of obviously the world we live in. But just try and focus on what you already have instead of what you are lacking. So I think that helps. Like, as just a mental, like I would say a positive mindset thing would be to actually just in general keep a gratitude journal. So just list like every morning 5 new and different things that you're grateful for. And I'm pretty sure you can find at least 5 things. Like I was saying, you can start with the basic ones, or yeah, like I'm grateful for my friends, I'm grateful for your family, like anything and everything. And the most important thing, you're still alive, so you should be grateful for that, yo. And let me also, yes, before I forget, I wrote it down, obviously. Another tip would be think about how far you have come. So maybe reflect on, well, why you had to leave or why you wanted to leave, and think about how far you have come in your life. And well, just moving in general is, it takes a lot. So just reflect on that and be proud that you were able to do this and have the opportunity to do this. And I think that can help as well. The next point is, if you are away from, well, obviously away from your family. So if you're away from all of your family, and maybe not just like your like parents and siblings, but like uncles, aunts, like your wedwanje. So basically, like friends really helps, like having friends, and just 1 or 2, like it doesn't have to be lots of people, like just really good friends that you can actually speak to, and like that actually understand you. And usually I would say another thing that helps is if it's friends that are in a similar situation to you, that really helps, because then you can, well, both speak about how you're feeling and share your feelings. So just have someone to vent to. Another thing, if it's not your friends but you're calling your family, just keep in contact with them. Calling and talking to them helps as well. Yeah, and luckily, I mean, we have the internet these days, so you don't have to write letters that'll take like 2 weeks or something to come back. You can literally just like send a text or like WhatsApp or video call and you can see your family again. So I think that's really nice. And another thing is, it really depends on your situation, but you can get a pet. So I got my cat, her name is Bella, and I got her a year ago. And basically that's because like I'm literally alone in the Netherlands. Like I don't have other family here, it's just me. So having a pet can really help, like, because that eventually turns into your roommate if you live alone as well, which is another video I will make. So how to cope with living alone. But yeah guys, those are my points. So pet or friends, anything you can talk to, cuddle or hug, it'll help. And so that brings me towards the closing of the video, and I'll just say, yeah guys, like, I know it's hard and it can really be messed up at times, but just remember like why you're doing it, like why you left, and what you actually have. Like, be grateful, just be grateful to be alive. Start from there and you'll be good. And so guys, it was nice making this for you. I hope this helps someone, and I really think it will most likely help, even if it's one person out of everyone that watches this. Like, I hope it helps. Because I know there are times when I'm like searching for these things and like I can't even find like anyone that I can really relate to. Especially I think coming from Zimbabwe, like we are all as Zimbabweans in a bit of a different boat as compared to like, well, others that just would like to travel to another place, whereas with us it's more so like a necessity. So let's all try and come together and figure out how we can help each other in these times, guys. And so peace out to my Zimbos and peace out to everybody else. Stay safe, stay well, stay healthy. I hope this helped, and enjoy your day. Bye.